Scoot comes over. Briefly, the Clippers switch. Collins gets over on Deni Avdija, running right to the rack to lay it, and he's fouled by Collins, and Deni Avdija steps to the line.
Right now, the Blazers are putting a lot of pressure on the Clippers defense off the dribble, attacking the paint. Deni Avdija now getting to the line for an and-one opportunity. Deni, one of the league leaders in and-one opportunities.
The many exclusive perks and experiences of First Tech Beyond. Back to you guys in LA.
Thank you, Tom. Here's Rob Williams, a third in the lineup. He's sinking down there to the rim, and a lob over the top from Avdija is a beauty for the dunk.
Great ATO coming out of the timeout, getting the two-man game. Deni Avdija and Rob Williams III executed to perfection.
Could even give Rob a proper introduction. Guess that was a good one. From behind.
This alley-oop play, the Blazers go to this a lot. Rob Williams slips the contact, gets to the front of the rim in a race with the low weak side defender, and the coordination and timing and the chemistry.
With a dribble behind the back into the paint, try to feed it back to Rob, underthrew him, intercepted by Dunn. Long diagonal, intercepted by Thybulle, who was in the passing lane, trailing the play. Thybulle again, waiting in the weeds. Holiday, the crossover. He has a burst into the paint, but pitches outside. Murray's got a three. Nope. Back tap by City. Right on top to Thybulle. He knocks down a three.
Thiago Splitter calls the off. You get the ball to the baseline and it comes out. You got the defense in the closeout. And Matisse Thybulle has a pair of the best hands in the association. And then Matisse says, not only can I get the steal, I can also deliver the goods.
The other way, Holiday's been just smoking that three. Missed this one. The rebound grabbed by Scoot Henderson. Outside, good hustle play. Holiday to Rob. Deni downhill between defenders. Through contact to lay it up and in.
A lot of contact, but you got to love the energy and effort the Blazers are playing with to extend that possession.
That's a way you win a game with those 50-50 battles, winning those. Loose ball scrambles. Dunn crosses over into the lane. Bat it away. Get it out. Knocking it 3 rows deep. The rebuke by Williams.
Chris Dunn came to an adult beverage party with Kool-Aid.
Take a look at the McDonald's McDelivery replay. A scramble for the ball, ending up with it. Deni Avdija into the lane.
And the Blazers have done a good job thus far keeping Kawhi Leonard's possessions limited to where he can drive the basketball. But well, looking at that block, Rob Williams is saying to Chris Dunn, if I could read lips, come on, man. Really?
Deni Avdija crossing in deep, draws a double kick over to Scoot. Fingertip control on the three, around and out. Deni Avdija volleys it up and in with the left hand, out of traffic. That is a manly man right there. A lead of 8 for Deni Avdija, fighting off traffic to flick it in with the left hand.
Hey, the Blazers attacking the offensive glass, keeping the ball alive, doing what they do best. We talked in the open about how important second chance points would be. Well, this is Exhibit A. Keep the ball alive. Deni Avdija, the EPP, the extra possession player.
Lake Erie. Williams brings it to the top. Deni one-on-one on Garland, drives it. Hook pass over to Murray. Long strides into the lane. Switches right to left hand and laid it in, getting by Lopez.
Oh, Chris Murray, slithery on that. Murray's IQ and what he brings to the table. Just spacing behind the floor and then driving the closeout. And, ooh, I didn't see that coming. He went through 2 Clippers and finished.
Coming into the party is Toumani. The three is off the back iron. Murray is after it, keeps it alive, and runs down the 50-50 ball. Then he puts it in overdrive, drives to the cup, scoops it, scores, and the foul! Chris Murray out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
Chris, you talk about guys just making energy and effort plays, 50-50 balls. Deni Avdija takes a shot. Toumani Camara shows you a heightened level of athleticism and tipping that basketball in. And then Chris Murray said, look, Lopez, if you want to go to the bucket with me, then I need to put a saddle on my back because you're going to have to ride me because I'm going to get there first.
Thybulle turns, pumps it up, and banked it in! Kismet! Woohoo!
Matisse Thybulle, to your point, he saw the shot clock at the other end of the floor and realized, I've got to get the ball in the air.
Jones picks up on Avdija. Then he whirls in, goes right to the contact, scoops and scores. And Avdia says bring it on. The more contact, the more resistance, the better for him. He gets to the free throw line again.
Denny Avdia is a walk-in pressure release. And that's why he's keeping the ball in his hands so much tonight. He realizes we don't need a lot of action. Sometimes less is more.
Garland on it, went into the air, shot block. It's controlled by Kawhi Leonard. Up the floor, intended for Jones, but picked off by Toumani Camara. Swings ahead to Denny Avdia. Holiday spots clinging at the rim. He leans back and tomahawks a dunk up and in.
Drew Toumani Camara running the floor. Playing basically a transition defensive free safety. Extends the possession. Drew Holiday rewards Donovan Clingan for running rim to rim.
Blazers with the last possession here, presumably leading by 14. Scoot off the screen with 2. Step back 3 for Scoot. Got it to end the third quarter. Scoot Henderson walks back to the bench to applause from his.
Take a shot over the defense in 2-on-1 because your teammate can rebound the ball. And then Scoot Henderson, clutch is my game. Knocking down the 3.
On a quick outlet pass to Holiday. Drew to the top of the floor. Working on Miller. Backs him off. Turns. Fall away jumper up and in. Drew Holiday. 1 minute gone by, fourth quarter. Holiday on the third-year wing. Miller sees 2 coming. Spins, comes outside and knocks down a 3. I don't even think he looked at the target. He just let it fly.
A situational awareness. Keeping the ball in his hand, and he knows he can win the one-on-one matchup. And I spoke a little earlier about the ability to turn his back and play post-up with the dribble. And then the step back. 3, separation.
On an 11-2 run. Avdia behind the back into the lane. Got a solid screen from Toumani. Turned the corner. Nobody home to lay it in.
Oh, the shot dive for backcourt possession, backcourt violation because the Blazers pressure. Turned over the Clippers.
Clingan with it up top. Toumani centering pass to Avdia. Downhill, 1 to shoot over to Donovan. Catch and jam. Again, the Blazers beat the clock at the rim.
It's ideal. Use the clock and then talk about getting deep into the possession. Denny downhill.
It's as deep as you can
defender.
Go. Right there.
Dropping the treat on Donovan Clingan.
A double team. Bouncing up at a Holiday. Spins away from the lunging Collins. Chest pass here to Murray. Outside to Holiday. 10 to shoot. Fires and hits. That was a dagger. 112-99 count, a 1:22 remaining fourth quarter. Drew Holiday back in LA. 30 points for Holiday, his 7th three-point hit of the night.
You call this relocation. Once he got off the ball, he relocated behind the arc. You don't stand after you pass. You either clear for somebody else to come or you replace yourself. Drew Holiday, a veteran, understands the situation.